loot is going to be so bad. Like, going around looking at stuff is going to be so bad now because we just came out of somewhere where we got like 20 bonus stats.
All right.
And it's going to be like, where's the font of strength and the font of dexterity just to give me like massive level ups? A book? Pan's book?
Done.
Defense. Oh, mage. Mana regen in combat.
Yes.
Yeah, let's swap that over. Well, defense is okay.
Here.
The Legend of Calenhad. Chapter 2. Where's Chapter 1? Oh, well. We found a note in a book. Extracurricular studies from Chanter Sinclair. Is that about that demon that we killed on the bottom floor? Did I save? Repeatedly. I think I oversave sometimes, but that's better than not saving, right? And I've only once, and someone was really abusive about it. They're very nasty, very vitriolic about, I won't use the words they said, but they put in a whole bunch of adjectives that were very mean. And not just towards me, but other people. About the like compulsive saving in Tomb. It was when I was playing Tomb Raider. I'm like, well, it doesn't hurt anyone to save a lot, you know. They didn't see it at that though. All right, what do we got? We have a dragonling. There's dragons. We have a lot of dragonlings. Oh, I want to go back into stone form and throw a rock at them. Have the ability to save anywhere. Why wouldn't you use it? In a game like this, I tend to think so as well.
On my way.
In a game like Doom, I think the new Doom game didn't let you save during combat, which I kind of liked because it does open up the door for some games where you peek around a corner, take one shot, and if you hit, you save. If you miss, you reload. And, you know, like it becomes a saving is a micromanagement. And I think that's a fair enough reason to not to. But, you know, use it however you enjoy the games, right? Well, in saying that, you know...
Shall be done.
That was, you know, when Quake was a thing... Like way back. You guys remember Quake? Like Quake 1? That's, you know, pretty much how everyone played. Right? It was like that's just... That was just the way it was. Which definitely reduced skill and ability in playing. It became a... It wasn't about being good at the game, it was being good at gaming the game, I guess. And, you know, and I was the same. I played it exactly like that. Just from, you know, going to friends' houses, watching them play, going somewhere else, having a friend come over, watch me play... You know, same deal. You know, everyone I knew played like that.
Do you need help?
You know, first year at university in the dorms. You know, that's how everyone was playing Quake 2.
Let us end this. Quickly.
Quickly, we must fight!
Yeah, it's just quick save, quick load. You had it on PS1. Okay, so no quick save. But on PC, yeah, that's how how everyone was playing. It was just quick save, you know. And then some people might do a little bit more. They might, you know, try to clear out a very small room or just kill one enemy and then resave. But most people, it was, you know, look around the corner, fire 1 or 2 shots, and if they hit and you were good, save. If you took damage because they were throwing a fireball or whatever, you know, load up. I know. I was sitting in the room of one of the guys he's like 2 doors down, and we were just chatting and whatnot, and he was playing, and he wasn't saving. He was just playing through. He was really good. And he died, and he had to do this whole section again. And I'm like, oh, you didn't save. And he's like, oh, I only save at the start of a level. You know, I'm like, but if you die, you have to do it all again. He's like, yeah, but I want to get good at the game. And we had this discussion about, you know, the save and load and stuff. And he said, it's just not very fun.
Very well.
You know, and I hadn't stopped to think about, you know, it was probably the first time I stopped to think about playing Quake. It was like, I look back, I'm like, it's not very fun. Like I you know, when you play like that. Well, for me, it wasn't. Once I just, you know.
Done.
But until you start thinking about, oh, this guy's pulled here as well. It's just how you do, and you're like, yeah, I'm progressing. It's like, sure, you're progressing, but Alistair, would you like to taunt? I'd really like it if you taunted, Alistair. You come from the ZX spectrum where saving was yeah. So, and in any games where saving's not, you know, not simple to do.
I'll do it.
You know, people tend to just save less because why would you save more if it's a pain in the butt? What is this that I've got? Oh, that's the Litany of Andrala. Let's put that over there so I don't accidentally use it. Oh wait, we can do suppressing. Okay, let's try this suppressing fire.
We must have victory.
I shall do it.
Nothing but excitement.
Whoa, Alistair just got fireballed, I think.
As you say.
Oh, suppressing fire is a thing that we turn on and off. Okay. The looks of it. No, that's that one. Defensive fire. Why was I on defensive fire? Ah, okay. Does my... I don't want that. Let's have a look at what we have. I want Song of Courage. Being attacked by melee. I don't want that happening. Dirty fighting. So you don't have to change weapon to dirty fight? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, being attacked by melee can be dirty fighting. That's fine, but I don't want to ever switch to distraction. I just want to... Let's just turn that off then. And I don't actually want to disable tactics, but I think that's probably all I want to leave it at. Yeah, and so then after that I started playing Quake and Quake 2 again, but I was doing it that way. I didn't jump straight into only saving once per level, but I sort of would, you know, for me it was like you clear out a room, and then when you're in a safe place, kind of very similar to this, where you can't save in combat, but once you're out of combat, you can save. And it just played better. I enjoyed it more. Well, okay, yeah. So it depends. So a lot of reasons for that one, Kids Run, where people were saving and loading a lot. It was because so you don't die. You know, you could end up saving it when you're on 2 health, and then you're in a position now where if there's no more medkits, you're just going to die all the time. And if you're quick saving and quick loading, that's bad, right? You have to go back to a manual save. Okay, everything's fine. So that one was more. I think the problem that it led to was that you always had max ammo because you were only sort of saving after a hit, and you're loading after a miss, and you'd always be really high health. But
Off I go.
there was very little game playing happening. You know, it was a lot of save and load in between occasional shooting.
It's done.
Yeah, choosing low charisma in a... oh, she's got insufficient skill. I've got my notes on things. So there's now 2 chests in here. 1 chest in Templar Quarter. 2 chests in Templar's Quarter that we can't open. Like, that's kind of just straight up cheating, right? You take a character with low charisma just so you can reroll to get a literal high roll on charisma checks. That's borderline cheating, right? I wouldn't even say that's borderline. I'd say that is cheating. And this is one of the instances where you're only cheating yourself. Play the game how you want. But, you know, that's...
Right.
And we've talked about it a couple times where in the Pathfinder game Kingmaker, you can take a reasonable stat allocation, right, or target specific things and still fail some key checks. And unfortunately, in the lead up to the Act 1 boss, no spoilers, well, kind of, but the game's old enough anyway. There are some out-of-combat checks you need to make to reduce the Act 1 boss difficulty. Which, even if you're not playing on the hardest difficulties, and if you are, you're just rolling Constitution on everything, and going through the slogfest of that sort of pain.
Yes, of course.
Wow, 3 chests. Okay, we're coming back here later. We put a bunch of everything into her spells and talents, but because we don't have this, because we're not level 12 yet, she can't open them. But there's 2 specific checks that you can fail out of combat, and if you've saved after them,
Do this, like, do that.
you can. I don't know what difficulty level, but there's a definitely, if you fail those, you don't recruit a couple of the enemies to your side, and you cannot win that fight. So your campaign is over. Which, as part, and that's where CRPGs can have that letdown from. That guy's got to die. I wonder if she doesn't have the ice spell. Oh, this is going to be bad. That's just going to be bad. Get it off, win. And if you don't know that, then you feel bad, right? Because you'd have to go back. Let's assume that you made appropriate. No, yeah, let's go with appropriate for what you're trying to achieve in the game. Appropriate, say, manual save files, so you can go back a little ways and re-roll those rolls. which is effectively save scumming, right? But you kind of have to, because otherwise you are not winning a boss combat. But you wouldn't look at that and feel so bad about doing that, because you would have progressed the game. And let's even say it's an hour later, half an hour, something like that,
Shall be
where
done.
you've where it's taken you to realize. Actually, let's back off. Okay, I can't get further because at this stage this happened, and
At your
that
order.
effectively screwed me.
Now we do back.
So you load up an old save file and you do the check at the gate, and you do the check at the other point, and you pass one of them or both of them. Had you save scum
Very well.
an hour or 2 hours earlier, wherever it was,
Be the paragon.
just to pass that roll, you'd be in the exact same position you are now. But it's different when you've advanced it just feels different when you've advanced further and exhausted all options and go, okay, I have to go back to an earlier save and win this dice roll. Yeah, making up for poor design. And that's an example that I've just given. That's, that can be a campaign ender at the end of Act 1. It's a 5-act game. It's fairly long. I think it's 5 acts. For the most part, I played a little bit into Act 2 before I had to put it down for other reasons. And just never got it back around to it. Actually, everyone can go in there. Wouldn't mind heading back to it at some stage, now that I think of it.
I go.
But that's just a moment that is poorly designed.
Enough.
You know.
Make him be praised.
And some people, will argue, no, it's not, because Dungeons and Dragons games or Pathfinder or any
Allow
roleplay
me.
game, it's
I
not
could do
supposed to be
that for
perfect.
you.
You're not supposed to win every roll, right? And I think that's one of the reasons that, I don't look down on people that save scum. I just don't want to do it, and I don't want to watch people do that. If I'm watching a game on Twitch, I don't want to watch it. I want to see a campaign play out. It's that collection of, sometimes rolls are going to go your way, sometimes they're not. And so the reason I think that part in Pathfinder that can happen is bad design is because, for the most
I
part,
shall.
the game shouldn't be won or lost on choices. What happens through the game might be influenced here and there and might force you to do things slightly differently. But, from playing tabletop campaigns, you should be able to complete every campaign if you've lost dice rolls. Now, if you've made really bad choices, that's different. Yeah, roster management games where you reach a certain point that after that you can't bring a rookie anymore because they won't be able to contribute, and you won't be able to level them in time. So that can be seen as like you're not really... It depends how you do it. True, right? Like, so you're not really save scumming to save scum. Like, that's like me before. I stopped this combat when my healer died to go back up and fight again. I'm not save scumming. I'm just not waiting till I'm dead, because that's just dumb. Why should I fight it out and wait the however long it takes every time for them all to die? I've realized that I've lost. I've conceded that fight, and I'm redoing the fight again. And I think that's what you do in roster management games. Unfortunately, I think what some people try to do in them is just load up the last roll. and then complain that there's a problem with XCOM because it's glitched, not knowing that that's been sort of put in there.
All right.
Wasn't the fight in here? Is it the next room? I think also, Kizron, with a lot of those games, I've found that
Right.
you can lose people because you don't know something yet. That when you play through for second or third or whatever time, you know there's a trap in, let's say, this corner. So whereas normally you might walk through there and someone dies, well, now that you know that, that's not going to happen to you in a campaign later on, provided you remember that the trap's there. You would take the right path instead of the left path. And there might be absolutely no way of knowing there's a trap there, except if someone told you or you'd played it before. And so it's not like you missed a cue or some sort of visual sign. It's just one of those things that's going to kill a character. You know, good, bad design, don't care. It's you know.
Done.
But what that does is it gives an advantage or disadvantage to anyone experiencing it for the first time. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon's really good at that. That's true. Alright. Now, we've got... Oh, wow, there's a guy at the back here, too. But we need to kill the Rage Demon pretty much straight away. So everyone's going to be on the Rage Demon.
As you say.
Alistair's going to fall over.
Strike.
Come on.
Sometimes.
She dies. I wonder if we can win this. We've got the healer. But it's the shades. We can revive? Alright, so we've got a chance here. It's not very good.
I shall do so.
Alistair's got less things on him now.
As you wish.
I wonder if we can just put that there.
Good to go.
Is that the best?
Shade is healing. Alright. Everyone get up
I'll
there
do it.
quickly. Don't kill Panz.
Yes.
Did Alistair just kill that shade? I think he did. Which means that one's going to blow up. Wait, the shades aren't blowing up? I thought the shades... Okay, maybe they're not blowing up things. Alright, Alistair, come pick this up then, while we run away.
As you
Shall be
say.
done.
Where now?
Alistair's got shield defense and threaten on. Okay, good. It's just been beating on Liliana and myself for so long that it doesn't know any different.
Yes. Begun.
There we go. No, Alistair, come here. Oh, he tries. He tries. Can we just attack it? I don't want to give more threat on it, though. Come on, Alistair.
Immediately.
No, see, he keeps changing. Stop. Attack this guy. There we go. Are we dead now? Oh, freaking Alistair. Man. Wind's dead. That's probably the worst. Maybe I shouldn't have focused on that. Should have just kept Win alive.
Come, let us end this.
Oh, defensive fire.
I never liked this part. Push them back!
Is it good? I'm wounded.
Here comes trouble!
Well, Liliana, you can go defensive fire, I guess. Oh, she doesn't have it yet.
It is done.
That's not the greatest, but it worked. Win with the rock armor. So she gets something somewhere down the line that is going to give her something. What are we looking for? Life ward. Caster plays protective ward on an ally that automatically restores health when the ally falls close to death. Can ally be self? While this mode is active, waves of healing and cleansing energy emanate from the caster, restoring health to all nearby allies every few seconds, and curing injuries of allies very close to the caster. Seems a little bit overpowered. We're probably going to want Arcane Shield. Can we have Arcane Shield and Rock Armor, since they're from different schools? Mass Rejuvenation. Caster channels a stream of rejuvenating energy. All members of the party, significantly increasing mana and stamina. Nah, I mean, that's okay, but... So that's all damage-ish ones. Spell Shield. That's at the caster. Okay. Mind Blast is pretty good. Actually, Mind Blast would have been really good then. It's a nice defensive. Yeah, definitely don't want to play that. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good girl. Oh yeah, you're a good girl. All right. She stands at the door and sulks for a good 5 minutes when anyone leaves. But, oh well. We're going to want to get to Arcane Mastery anyway. I really want Mind Blast. So I think we should take that for now, because I think that stun's going to help more often than not. It's an AoE stun. Hey, Severo, you've arrived. That means we need to check, before I do that, check what stats I want. I think we're just going to take magic, right? Willpower's good too, though. More mana pool versus stronger spells. It's a tough call. Yeah, Arcane Warriors, we're going to want to get Arcane Warrior at some stage. That's going to be good. So they can get their magic score to be strength for higher level armor, which means we're going to need to get our magic up if we want to be wearing the really high armor stuff. I got plans for win. It's going really well, man. Looking forward to the rest of the day. Okay, so we're going to take... we're going to need that anyway, Mind Blast. Cool. That's a good level up. So is this another one that Liliana can't open? Alright, so we've got 4 chests at the moment. We'll have to come back at level 12. I should put that at level 12. I've got it 12 on my notes. I'm keeping some manual notes for some things. What is this 24 stream in 8 of? This is because out of the blue, for no reason last month, everyone decided, hey, what happens if we get to 200
Is
subs?
there someone over there? Oh, they're still alive.
And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, let's find out. And everyone said, like, do a second 24-hour stream. I'm like, all right, I will.
This trick again? I know what you are. It won't work. I will stay strong.
A Templar, and it seems he is a prisoner.
The boy is exhausted. And this cage, I've never seen anything like it. Rest easy. Help is here.
Ugh, enough visions. If anything in you is human, kill me now and stop this game.
He's delirious. He's been tortured and has probably been denied food and water. I can tell. Here, I have a skin of...
Don't touch me. Stay away. Filthy blood mages getting in my head. I will not break. I'd rather die.
Oh, man. Other survivors? You're not going to die. Not if I can help it.
Silence! I'll not listen to anything you say. Now be gone! Still here.
Oh, man.
But that's always worked before. I close my eyes, but you are still here when I open them.
So his thing, we want to know where the surviving mages are, but we don't want him to think we're going to kill them. So I think we have to go down the we're here to help path.
Don't blame me for being cautious. The voices, the images, so real. Did Gregor send you? How? How did you get here?
I defeated everything in my way. Now it's Aldred's turn.
Good. Kill Aldred. Kill them all for what
Kill
they've done.
them all.
They caged us like animals. Looked for ways to break us. I'm the only one left. They turned some into monsters and... there was nothing I could do.
Aldred will pay for what he's done.
To think, I once felt pity for the Circle. Now I'd like nothing more than to wipe their taint off the face of Thedas.
Yeah, wipe the taint. I've heard talk of others, of survivors.
What others? What are you talking about?
Irving and the other mages who fought Aldred. Where are they?
They are in the Harrowing chamber. The sounds coming up from there. Omega.
We must hurry. They are in grave danger, I am sure of it.
You can't save them! You don't know what they've become.
I don't understand. What are you afraid of?
They've been surrounded by blood mages whose wicked fingers snake into your mind and corrupt your thoughts.
His hatred of mages is so intense. The memory of his friends' deaths is still fresh in his mind.
You have to end it now, before it's too late.
I want to save everyone who can possibly be saved.
Are you really saving anyone by taking this risk? To ensure this horror is ended, to guarantee that no abominations or blood mages live, you must kill everyone up there.
Okay, so I think there's a problem here is that the Templars like kill all the mages. I don't know what Wynn's going to say about that. And I don't care if Alistair disagrees with this because I want to kick him out of the party as soon as we can. Let's take a very sit on the fence. I cannot decide on that before seeing what's going on.
That is your choice to make, but I beg you to consider what I have to say. You cannot tell Maleficarum by sight. Just one could influence the mind of a king, of a grand cleric.
We're not that cocky. I do not want the blood of innocents on my hands.
I am just willing to see the painful truth, which you are content to ignore. But what can I do? As you can see, I am in no position to directly influence your actions, though I would love to deal with the mages myself.
Good, then you can't cause any trouble. Perhaps I can free you. We will deal with you once Aldred lies dead.
My cage is Aldred's doing, or one of his mages. Once they're dead, I will be free.
And then I will also decide what to do with the others.
No one ever listens. Not until it's far
Yeah, what
too
if he's a
late.
blood mage in disguise?
Maker turn his gaze on you. I hope your compassion hasn't doomed us all.
Is there anything to loot in here? Oh, he looks like a sloth demon.
Do you accept the gift that I offer?
He's getting messed up.
Ah, look what we have here. An intruder. I bid you welcome. Care to join in our revels?
I just think I'd kill you if that's alright with you. I take it you're Aldred.
Oh,
very observant. I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Unfortunately, that must mean you killed my servants. Oh, well, they are probably better off dying in the service of their betters than living with the terrible responsibility of independence.
You're turning these people into abominations.
And freeing them in the process. A mage is but the larval form of something greater. Your chantry vilifies us, calls us abominations, when we have truly reached our full potential. Look at them. The chantry has them convinced. They deny themselves the pleasure of becoming something glorious.
You're mad. There's nothing glorious about what you've become, Uldred.
Uldred? He is gone.
But you just told me you were
I am Uldred, and yet not Uldred.
Oh, okay.
I am more than he was. I could give you this gift to win. You and all the mages. It would be so much easier if you just accepted it. But some people can be so stubborn.
Of course they are. You're trying to destroy their lives.
Resistance. Everywhere I go, resistance. How very inconsiderate. I even have the first enchanter on my side, don't I, Irving?
What have you done to him?
Stop him. He is building an army. He will destroy the Templars, and...
You're a sly little fox, Irving, telling on me like that. And here I thought he was starting to turn.
Never!
That's enough out of you, Irving. He'll serve me eventually. As will you.
I'd rather die.
Killing you would be a waste. Your raw potential, with the strength of a demon behind it, would be unstoppable.
Unstoppable, you say?
Do that. I can give you power.
Let's talk.
And a new life.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
I don't think your opinion matters. That is what I've decided, and that is what will be done. Fight, if you must. It will just make my victory all the sweeter.
Don't forget the litany. It will thwart Uldred's attempts to control the mages and win this fight for us.
Ooh.
Ready!
Whoa!
I'll do so.
Okay. Alright, I need to move these around. I just like having this on the 2 key because I think it's just something I'm familiar with, but I'm just keeping my sustained ones down there. Active shots. No. Tuning. Okay, it's like a... We just want something that hits a bit more shattering. That one's gonna... Okay, that's... Sounds good.
Right away.
Okay. Alistair, take a heal.
We must fight.
Okay, everyone else. Here. Uh-oh.
Time to take.
Alright, let's move everyone a little bit. Down here.
Ready.
Let's grab them.
Oh, you need to move over here at least.
Glory.
Everyone on this one.
Use the gun.
Enough.
Damn you! For the fools, eh?
Alright. Alistair, don't screw this up. That's all I... Yeah. Do we want a suppressing fire? We want scatter. Okay. Oh, that's a sustained one as well. Makes sense.
Make a preserver.
Why are you running off?
Going to.
Don't run off. Win has mana, which is good. Oh, Win can also revive if we need to.
Use it now.
I hope that's.
I used it. Yeah, I did a thing.
Okay.
Here comes trouble.
Are we good?
Careful. Aldridge trying something. Stop him.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
I think we got this. Apart from Alistair gonna get squashed up against a wall, but...
Missed!
Oh, we can have suppressing fire and rapid shot at the same time. Okay. So you can't have... Okay, why is that? But you can't have aim and rapid shot. I guess you just have to know which ones... Shattering Shot is activated as well. Okay, hang on. No, that's defensive fire. Huh. We'll have to... Alright, let's play around with these. Let's have a
Have
quick
at it.
look. Okay, so defensive fire turns off rapid shot.
Very well.
Aim turns
He's
it off
doing
as well.
something to the main.
Okay, but suppressive fire is by itself. Let's use the litany.
Ages.
So we can rapid fire with suppressive fire. Alright.
Concerned for your own existence? I will not fail.
You should run while you can. Here comes trouble.
Okay, you can have a bigger potion because we don't want to screw this up, right?
Here!
Oh,
We fight for honor!
Use the litany.
Watch out!
As you wish.
Come, let us end this! Away with you!
First try. Pride demon. Let me explain what is to face a pride demon, my friends. Think for a moment, my friends. Be very wary of how prideful you become, lest you find too much in common with such a fiend. Cool. Fat loots.
It has begun.
Some greater healing potions. Some 30 strength required tier 4 armor. Health regen in combat. Armor and spell power. No, wait, that's what we've already got. These are just straight up strength. Fire damage, though. Cinderfall gauntlets for a mage with extra 20% fire damage. We don't have a damage mage, though. We've got a Healy mage. Okay, does Idiot want those other things for now? It's a tier 4. It's got 14. It's got a little bit more armor. It doesn't have all the other stuff. So it's only got an extra 0.75 armor. So it's got a bonus armor. That's got stamina regen. He gets crit and backstab damage. But also 10 physical resistance. What's the Templar armor? No, that's fine. Has Wynn got any gloves on? I mean, she may as well take that for the little extra armor, and if she does any... She's not going to pick up any damage spells, though, right? I wonder if it's even worth having those on, because she doesn't deal any damage, and she doesn't get hit. So it's probably better not having them on, because we don't want the fatigue, actually. Whereas stuff like that's really good, because it's actually helping her. Oh, it's one of those. Why is Liliana not wearing her necklace? Oh, because we swapped over to that one. Alright, that makes sense. Oh, that's right, because there was we were all getting, like, colded to... We're getting colded really bad. Really badly. First Enchanter Irving.
Maker, I'm too old for this.
Yeah, look at you.
Irving, are you all right?
I've been better. But I am thankful to be alive. I suppose that is your doing, isn't it, Wynn?
I wasn't alone. I had help.
Yeah.
The Circle owes both of you a debt we will never be able to repay.
What do you mean never repay?
The Templars await. We shall let them know that the tower is once again ours.
We've pretty much killed and cleared everything, so I'm fine here.
I'll need you to guide me down the stairs. Curse whoever insisted the Circle be housed in a tower.
We'll build you one of those seats that goes up and down the stairs.
Maker's breath. I did not expect to see you alive.
It is over, Gregor. Aldred is dead.
Aldred tortured these mages, hoping to break their wills and turn them into abominations. We don't know how many of them have turned.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
Of course he'll say that. He might be a blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
I am the Knight Commander here, not you.
I believe order has been restored to the Circle.
We will rebuild. The Circle will go on, and we will learn from this tragedy and be strengthened by it.
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Enough. I have already made my decision. Thank you. You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars.
You're welcome. And what about the Darkspawn? I require aid.
I promised you aid, but with the Circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages. They are free to help you, however. Speak to them.
And what will the Templars do?
For now, I will have to oversee a sweep of the tower. There may be some survivors, and we should do our best to tend to them. Please excuse me. And Irving, it is good to have you back.
I'm sure we'll be at each other's throats again in no time.
Ba, 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 ba.
Here we are, the tower in disarray, the Circle nearly annihilated. Oh, it could have been much, much worse. I am glad you arrived when you did. It's almost as though the Maker himself sent you.
The Blight drove me here to seek aid.
The least we can do is help you against the Darkspawn. I would hate to survive this, only to be overcome by the Blight.
I have your word.
You have my word. As first enchanter, the Circle will join the Grey Wardens in the fight.
Irving, I have a request. I seek leave to follow the Grey Warden.
When we need you here.
No, I didn't even
Circle
think that she might not be
needs
coming with us.
I appreciate the sentiment, Irving. But the Circle will do fine without me. The Circle has you. This man is brave and good, and capable of great
The camera
things.
angle on this
If he will
scene's so
accept my
bad.
help,
I think it's
I
because
will
we're a
help
dwarf.
him accomplish his goals.
But it's like, let's just cut off the head of the person who's talking. I would be honored to have you join me, Wynne.
You were never one to stay in the tower when there was adventure to be had elsewhere.
Why stay when I can be of service elsewhere?
Then I give you leave to follow the Grey Warden. But know that you always have a place here. There is much to be done here, and I must go. You must forgive me for not being a proper host.
I understand. Till we meet again.
When the time comes, we will stand beside you.
Achievement unlocked. Magic Sympathizer. Wynne approves. Quest complete. Man, look at all the quests we've got. So many quests. Oh wait, they're completed. Nice. Okay. Quests outstanding. Oh, what's this? Several of the Circle enchanters were unknowingly studying the same forged tome. Someone named Bayer Jome took advantage of their egos and like made a tidy profit. Keep an eye out for him. Oh. Do we go back inside and find Bayer Jome? Oh, I know where he is. Hang on, how do we get... Can we get back inside? Well, I kind of know where he is. He's in a cupboard somewhere.
Rested enough. We need to get these out of the tower before they get
It was near the... I don't think it was at the very start, but it was... I think it was up maybe one level. Let's go... That door's locked. Alright, let's check out these rooms. Where are we on? We're in the senior mage quarter. I think it was like a longer room, like maybe one like this one. Oh no, that's Godwin.
Oh, it's you! You saved the circle. I'd kiss your feet if you didn't look as though you'd kill me if I did that. You'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh?
Handshake, yes. Kiss, no.
Suppose we feel the same way then. Might not seem like much coming from me, but I appreciate what you've done for us.
Okay, so it wasn't that guy. Bayer Jome. Maybe that's somewhere in the future or somewhere... Let's go check the people back down at the beginning. Because there wasn't anyone else inside the tower. I don't believe there was. I'm not going to speak to Colin. He's a bit of a jerk. I mean... See what he has to say.
I wish I could have gone with them. To fight.
Oh well. You couldn't. That summoning thing was kind of cool. Nice little puzzle. Apprentice. Apprentice.
Wynne, is this yours?
Oh, my bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the fire at camp.
Is it somewhere here?
Yes, I remember now.
Wonder if we can speak to Wynne about it.
Up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're
So, tell me, how did you become
No,
Grey
I don't want your chat.
Warden?
I was cast out to die in the deep roads where I met Duncan.
You survived the deep roads and the darkspawn that dwell there? Truly, you were born to be a Grey Warden.
I don't really want to get into my story with her.
Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden? Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right.
Lesson learned, don't talk to Wynne.
You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Okay. Sell some stuff.
You really killed all those abominations? I didn't think it was possible. I thought we'd all die here. I'm sure you need supplies.
Well, you probably
after that,
will, but
don't you?
No, Oh yeah, all right. Let's trade. Actually, I need you to buy my rubbish. Actually, that dagger's pretty good. Buy that. We don't need a two-hander. I think I've checked that against Alistair. Haven't? Oh, I've got Alistair linked up anyway, right? Well, that's more damage. It's got more armor pen too. Wow, when did we pick that up? Doesn't have the 10% to healing. I wonder if the 10% to healing is something we can get added to it. Alright, sell all of those. We're going to keep all our fancy arrows that we never use. It's very important that that's what we do. Hey Dulce, how you doing? What's the best one here? Winter's Breath, 6.4, 40 armor pen. That radiates cold. And those ones are pretty rubbish, so they can go with that. Sell the crystal straight away. Compare that to Winds. What has she got? That's way better, but needs 36 magic. Okay, that's why we're pumping up our magic. It's more of a DPS one, but still, it's alright. And most of these we were checking against Alistair as we went. Get rid of that. That's for DPS mage. It's probably more something for like Morrigan, but start's been good. Yeah, a couple good hours of Dragon Age to get us going. Things are working out really nicely. Let's get rid of those. Oh, that requires Templar? It's Templar one of Alistair's options, isn't it? I don't think that's one of the... I'm going to hold on to that just for a sec. Just for a hot minute, though. Let's get rid of that as well. Morrigan would want to take a look at this. Okay. Alright, I believe we're good. We still need to find out about this dude. If anyone knows and wants to... We're looking for a spoiler. Panz speaks the safe word. Beajom. Name doesn't sound familiar. I don't think we've come across them. Okay, find and activate rest of the rest of the mystical sites of power. Oh, I haven't done a places of power in here. Track down a small group of adventurers, testimony of blood magic. Find the 3 apprentices. Okay, we haven't gone to see those yet. No, that's somewhere else. I thought we did that one. Alright. Okay, so that one's going to happen somewhere. That one's going to happen somewhere. Alright, so I don't know about this Beajom person. Might have to look that up at some point. Or not at all.